Hi, I'm Dr. Barbara Mitra. I'm a senior lecturer here at the University of Worcester, and this is for my students who are taking the module MECS 1000, Studying Media and Culture, because you have to do a content analysis for your second assignment. So, what are you going to do? Well, you've already done a semiotic analysis, and content analysis is another form of textual analysis. And in your second year, you're going to do some audience research, so going and talking to people, doing questionnaires or interviews. Whereas this year, you're focusing on analysing texts. And you can choose to look at many different things. But what I want you to think about is to choose something specific to analyse, something that you're interested in. So, what are you going to do? Well, you can think about the absence or presence of certain words or concepts in a text, so you can count for those things. So you could count for how many adverts are present in one magazine, for example, or you could think about the type of advertising in a magazine. Are they advertising perfume or fashion or clothing or technology? You could compare adverts in different magazines, so a men's magazine compared to a woman's magazine, for example. But equally, you don't have to focus on a magazine. You could focus on different channels, so ITV compared to BBC, for example. You could even do that on using the web to find a program guide. You could type in a search into a search engine and find the top 10 items that come up, for example, when you type the word diet or something that you're interested in. Or you could look at YouTube and think about the kind of videos that are on YouTube, whether they're done by individuals or whether they're a corporate video. Equally, you could look at newspapers, you could look at the sport in a newspaper, or you could even look at the gender of the sports writers in a newspaper, or indeed the kind of coverage that's in a particular newspaper. So, once you've done your counting, your content analysis, you're going to come up with some kind of table. And this is one table that I came up with as part of a much bigger content analysis when I was looking at children and television advertising. So I looked at ads in a particular time on particular channels, and I looked at the voiceover, for example, whether the voiceover was a male or female, and also then that related to the type of advert that we were looking at. So you're going to have to decide what you're going to analyse, whether it's magazines or newspapers. But whatever you do, consistency is important. So are you going to include full page ads if you're looking at advertising, or are you just going to focus on half page or smaller? So what are you going to do? But whatever you do, I suggest a brief content analysis using your categories that you've devised is going to be really important, and that's called a pilot. And once you've done your content analysis, what you then need to do is to find some relevant academic books and journal articles on your topic. So you're going to then present your findings in a particular way. So you're going to think about what the academic sources say on your topic. You're going to think about the key findings then from your content analysis, and then you're going to relate the two together somehow. So, for example, if you're talking about sports and maybe the dominance of men, and you're looking at newspapers and coverage of male compared to female sports people, you will then start with your academic sources and what they say about that topic. Then you'll draw on some information from your content analysis table, and then you'll say whether your findings support or challenge what those academic sources say. And then you can make sure you have your introduction and your conclusion. And in the appendix, you're going to have your full content analysis table. And don't forget for this assignment that you also have to do your blog contribution alongside, and you can find that link to your blog contribution in the Blackboard. And here are some useful academic sources to get you started in thinking about content analysis. And that's all I'm going to say about content analysis, but do come and see me if you need advice on how to do this particular assignment.